What's up guys, Chasing Lady here, episode number 44 of Welcome to Wroxham, and it's our going up into the National League National Transfer Special. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, see you on the other side of the intro. So I brought us back straight away for the club vision screen for this season so we can see what we're trying to achieve. We've got to reach the National League playoffs this season, be competitive in the FA Cup and reach the latter stage of the FA Trophy, whilst working on the wage budget and maximum one-year contracts for players over 32, which could be a little bit of a challenge. But let's go see who we're losing, and then we'll meet some new signings. So we'll start with the big name departures for the season, and the first one out the door was Louis Lomas. Has gone to Exeter City. He's gone for £17,500 to go and play in League One. He might even get in their team, so probably a good move for him, because I don't think he's got an R team this year, so that shows the level we're kind of operating at right now. But Louis Lomas, he says goodbye. He goes to Exeter. We'll see him again soon. Osama Ashley has left the club. He's gone to play for Barrow in League 2, 2.9k, so we made actually a loss on him, but it was cutting losses. He wasn't going to play this season. His contract had a year left to go. We've let him go to Barrow. I don't mind losing that cash. I mean, he was our record signing, but I don't mind losing that cash because, yeah, he was just going to be a fringe player this year. So let him go, see what happens, see if we meet him again soon. Next out the door, Connor Barrett joins Bradford City for 3.7k. He's never played a game for us, and for some reason they decided they liked him. So fair play. He wasn't playing for us before, not going to play for us now, and he's never going to play for us again. But maybe we'll see him again. Ballad Adokan has joined Grimsby Town. Bit of a big sale this because he was quite a big player for us last season. 16 goals from 39 appearances, but they've paid us 100k, and that could rise to 115, although that's because it's working out with the sell-on clause. So I don't know how that's going to go for us long term. He's playing in League One at the moment. We could come across him again. He is a decent player. I would have liked to keep him, but I can't turn down 100 grand. I just can't do it at this level. And talking about being able to turn down 100 grand, we've sold Leighton Stewart to AFC Wimbledon, which I think he played for before. No, he didn't. He sold him to AFC Wimbledon for potentially 130k, 100k up front. He was our backup striker, and I don't mind losing a backup striker for big money to League One if it's going to balance the books and let me bring in new players. So let's go meet some new players. So we're just going to the players that are going to actually probably play for us this season. First up is Mohamed Issa, who is a Sudanese striker. Joins us from MK Dons, where he spent 4 seasons, scored 32 goals and 128 appearances. Having played for Peterborough, where he scored 16 and 56. Also had spells at Bristol City, scored 23 and 45 for Cheltenham, 49 and 75 for Greenwich, 16 and 18 for Corinthians, and 1 and 2 for VC the Athletic. So, has a bit of a goal scoring record to him. Not too shabby. I like him. It looks like a good player. Big, physical, gives us options in the box. I like having him as a backup, and hopefully we'll see him do some big things. Bally Mumba has joined us on a free from Norwich. He's 24 years old. He's had quite a good career, to be fair to him. If we look at his stats here, he's cost us nothing, which I love. I was playing for Norwich in the Championship a couple of seasons before this. Had a loan at Plymouth, had a loan at Peterborough, joined Norwich originally for 750k and played 4 games, then having played for South Shields on loan from Sunderland before, where he made 5 appearances. Bit of an interesting signing this one, and he can play anywhere, literally anywhere, except as a striker. Decent all-rounder, probably going to be our first choice right back this season. I reckon he's a good signing too. I felt like I needed an extra goalkeeper, so Nick Samev, the New Zealand international goalkeeper, joined us from AFC Wimbledon, where he conceded 117 goals and 172 games, which is not great, but you know, it's a higher level. So maybe he'll do better at this one. Previously played for Sutton, Potters Bar, and Lewis after being released by Brentford, so he's had quite a good career. Joins on a free. We'll see what happens with him. We've also brought in Ismaila Koulibaly, who was previously with Sheffield United, though perhaps not really the most productive career at Sheffield United. Also Beershot, Sarpsborg in Norway, and Dugu Wolifila. I'm guessing that's how you say that, in Mali. So, Malian international, or Malian international, should say that correctly. correctly. Played 10 games in the Premier League a couple of years ago. Also had 9 games in the Championship the year before that. He's played in what I think is the top division in Belgium as well, on loan from Sheffield United. So had a decent career and played in the top flight of Norway. So he does have a little bit of potential to do something special for us this year. We'll see how that goes. I quite like this kid as a wing option, as a midfield option, as a striking option. I say kid, he's 25. We'll see how it goes. I think he'll play a few games for us and hopefully do something special. Ben Grist, a centre-half, centre midfielder, defensive midfielder, joins us on a free from Leicester. He's never played a league game of football, but he looks like a decent player. So he's coming to shore up the back line. I'm thinking he's probably going to play a lot of games this season, so hopefully will be very, very solid for us. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Gareth Beastie is a Scot. Not an international yet, but he joined us having been released by MK Dons, compared as a striker and a winger and as an attacking midfielder. Very quick, 19 years old. I think maybe he'll have a big future for us. Cian Pennant joins us also from Leicester. I'm guessing he's related to Terrell Pennant. No, I never bothered looking. They're brothers. There we go. We've reunited the brothers, but Terrell Pennant is Jamaican and Cian Pennant isn't. He plays for England in the 19s. There we go, we learned a thing together. So we've got two brothers, one on each wing. There you go, there's a fun fact for the day. 22 years old. He's quick. Let's do a little comparison, shall we, with his brother. I don't like comparing brothers. I think that's probably a little bit harsh. But since we have both brothers, let's have a look at them side by side, shall we? Of course, Terrell, we know quite well. He looks like he is probably the better of the two brothers slightly. But Cian's better physically and not far behind overall on any of his other attributes, so these two are going to compete for a spot. Again, no idea why, as brothers, they play for different countries. Not my business. Maybe time for the family to have a chat. But, I don't know, I like him. Good signing. I think we'll do okay with him. And finally, because I'm always looking for a goal-scoring age, plus I had to replace Valadokin with someone who could play on the left wing. We've brought in Oliver Sanderson from Fulham. He will be pretty good for us, I would think. He's quite quick. He's definitely probably as much a winger as a striker, but I think he'll do some really interesting stuff from out wide to get us some goals. And I quite like the idea of that. So that brings us up to all the signings are major. There's a lot of young players I brought in, a lot of young players I let go. We're always trying to find that next gem for the future. Well, we'll not go through them now. We'll go through them as they come into the team because that feels like a far better use of our time. So let's have a quick look before we wrap up at the schedule for this league season. As you can see, we've had a largely green pre-season. The only team that have beaten us have been Charlton, and we've played some big teams. We've beaten Hull, we've beaten Bristol Rovers, we've beaten Exeter City, beaten Motherwell, we've beaten Rangers and Celtics B teams, we've beaten York City, we've beaten the B teams of Slavia Prague and Monaco. I think we're probably in good shape for this season. Our first game of the league season is this one against Torquay United, where we have Ben Cottrell suspended, Hayden Lindley suspended, and Mohamed Isa out with a broken toe. Randy Straker doubtful. So, we're going into it a little bit behind the eight ball. We've added to the stadium and now seats 4,000 or 5,000 people. We're doing okay. We're building up slowly. But I think that's a pretty good place, if we're honest, to wrap up this episode. Otherwise, it'll be a super long one. I don't want a crazy long transfer special. I may be off for the next week. I may take the next week off. I've not been feeling great over the last few days. I do want to take some time to rest a bit and recover if I can. So if there are no episodes Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, forgive me. I'm burned out a little bit, I think. So I'll get back onto the regular schedule as fast as I can. There will be some F1 Manager episodes going up because they're already recorded and scheduled. So hopefully that will all go out fine. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon, ready for our season in the Vanarama National League Premier. That's what they call it, the National League Premier. Yeah, I'll see you all very soon for that. And hopefully we can carry on this adventure. We'll get into the league, and that's when the fun really begins. So, in the meantime, as I said, thank you for watching. I have been Chasing Laney. Until next time, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good one.